Welcome to Mystic Monday. Today we will be talking about beauty and how to incorporate that in our everyday life, being able to find the grounding force of tree energy, being able to root down into the earth and nourish your spirit and your soul, being able to find the playfulness like the wood nymph, being able to bask in the nature of life around us. Are you taking time to pause and see the beauty around you? I know when there are intense times of grief and sadness, all those intense, all-consuming, chaotic emotions that kind of come and like pummel your soul, it's definitely a hard thing to be able to take note to the environment around you, the nature. Where are you in the seasons? Are you able to see the sunshine actually? Do you notice the little things? So coming from experience, it's definitely a difficult thing to find the beauty. But after this intense moment in my life, I came through that grief and I said I would never allow there to be one more day in my life that I don't see the beauty of the trees, the sunshine, the leaves, the color, everything around me. I will take pleasure in that because life is just too short. So with this new year, it's really about finding the ways to hold on to that beauty, even when the chaos of change and altering our perceptions kind of show us things that maybe we don't really want to be seeing about ourselves. We still have to find that beauty as we tackle the shadow side of ourselves. So with that being said, we have two spirit animals for tonight. Take a deep breath. Let's see which animal you'll be choosing, the left or the right. I think I'm going to be going with the left tonight. So for that, I'll go to the right for everyone else. The lizard. So we're definitely going to be talking about that fire power, that energy, that sunshine. It's definitely going to be a duality to what we're seeing with the wood nymph here. The lizard is all about, if you think about it, if you live in a southern climate, you'll see that lizards love basking in the sunshine, being able just to lay around in a lazy, hazy day. It's definitely about taking that moment to rejuvenate yourself with some sunshine. Maybe that's the medicine that you're looking for right now. But the one thing that you need to do is you have to be able to believe in your power of regeneration. If something has been lost or taken from you, it's probably a good chance to be able to pool your energy inside and be able to find that inner power that you can regenerate. One of the other aspects of the lizard is the fact that they can regrow their tails. They are able to regenerate different aspects of their body. So it's definitely something that we can become as humans a little too caught up or attachment into something, the emotional sentiment. I definitely have that aspect in my life. So we have to make sure that we're not holding on and recreating cycles of drama and trauma because we have this sentiment. When we are trying to escape the drama in our life, we tend to start attracting more drama because that's just our subconscious nature working. That's just our ability to say we thrive and feed off that drama. It gives us a sense of importance. So cutting those negative habits of chaos and drama, really step back, take a little break, take a little pause, and remind yourself that, you don't have to recreate the negative. Recreate what it is that you need and, make it a 2.0. So also another aspect of lizard is to pay attention to your dreams. Are you even focusing on them? Do you have them? Are you have any awareness to any purpose or dream that you would like to fulfill in your lifetime? Also, it correlates to dreams as in sleep time. So if you are remembering those dreams, maybe there is a message that you need to integrate into your waking consciousness. So the crocodile. So we definitely have duality here. We have sunshine and fire, we have water, and we're definitely talking about that nighttime energy of the crocodile. We definitely have some nighttime energy with the wood nymph. So this is going to be talking about our emotional nature. I personally enjoy the crocodile. It's definitely a spirit totem that I have tattooed on my hip. So it's definitely a creature that I completely resonate. It has a strong energy presence, very closely associated with the gift of foresight. It's definitely one of clairvoyance and connecting into your intuition. I would say this is definitely a card to say to step back from action. Some may say this is a card of being aggressive. No, I think it's about finding the wisdom of how the crocodile actually interacts in its habitat, being able to bask and wrap itself in mud, be in camouflage and lie to wait for its prey. One thing about the crocodile is it doesn't just hunt excessively, it only hunts to eat what it needs. So nutrition may be a huge factor right now in starting off the new year. Being able to make sure that you're not under eating or overeating your emotions, being able to express your emotions. I kind of feel little emotions coming through my throat right now. That's definitely saying that there is something within our throat chakra that needs to be expressed. There is an emotional aspect of being able to connect into the subconscious part of your reality and being able to see the patterns that are coming forward into your conscious reality. So finding your patience within yourself as you're peeling back the layers is definitely part of this aspect. Make sure that in any emotional crisis, you don't get swallowed by your emotions. The crocodile has the ability to interact with land and water. So find the duality in your life. Maybe it's taking a bath or a shower or something that would be very helpful within your energy clearing of what you're looking for. Definitely the crocodile would advise about waiting before making a decision. So if you chose crocodile, this is definitely saying just take a moment to pause and reflect before making a decision. And definitely with the lizard is if you are in the minute of like trying to regenerate, make sure you're taking a minute to pause and reflect to what are you regenerating? What is it that you want to create in your life? Because what you set right now at the new year will be guiding us forward into 2022. So with that, let's see what the cards have to say, and we will see what the intentions are for the first week of January coming out of this new moon. What do we need to see and hear in order for us to find the clarity that we seek? All right, let's see what our current reality is all about. Oh, yes. Ace of Disc. Now, this card is definitely an affirmation of the positive. It is a yes. It is hell yeah, go for it. So even though our animals right now are telling us to take a pause, break, rest, TLC, pool your energy, know your directions, the Ace of Discs is saying that all will come in right timing. This is saying the materialization of our ideas. Anyone that's been holding back over the last 5 years or so, kind of been brainstorming, pooling their energies and efforts. This is a great card for stepping out of our comfort zones and really putting our efforts forward into the new year. So it's a great card to start off. It's definitely one of bounty and manifestation, materialization. Definitely goes beautifully with the wood nymph energy that we have going on with this beautiful serene imagery. So with this aspect, our past reality is coming from the Chariot. Now, this has definitely come up in previous Mystic Monday readings. The Chariot is one of our spiritual journey of going forward, being able to see the direction that our heart is trying to lead us. So with the 7, it is about cutting the endings, being able to put to bed anything that is not serving your highest self. With that in mind, being able to see a new direction means you have to be able to let go of an old direction. When you take the Ace of Discs, which is a 1, and a 7 becomes an 8, now that's becoming a new beginning. You can't have an ending without a beginning. And with that aspect, take the spiritual wisdom, leave the past in the past, and really get ready to see what you're going to be materializing this year. And we're going to be blowing down the house, or I should say burning with this energy. Now, with the Chariot, we're having emotional energy, which is very similar to that crocodile energy that we have going on here. With the Tower energy, we're calling in Mars and that fire energy. That is going to be corresponding to that lizard aspect. So whatever we are trying to pull and create, the time has been calling us to take a passive action and just be very reflective as we're finding the means to go forward. The Tower is saying that as we come forward through this reflective phase, there's going to be a purification. It's kind of like the rising of the phoenix, but this is when the phoenix is being burned and everything that it knows is falling into ash in order for that ash to reemerge the new phoenix. So this is saying that maybe the method in which you're thinking about going forward with might be scrambled up a little bit and readjusted and pivoted in order for you to get to the true direction of where your heart is calling you forward. Knight of Discs. Another card of nutrition, definitely one that is corresponding with the crocodile tonight. It's definitely saying that our diet is very important. We just came off the holidays. It's definitely time to make sure that we can find the self-control and the restraint to take the time to prioritize being able to eat healthier meals, being able to bless your food and say that this is good for me. Anything that you can do to change your thought process around food will really be a great source of finding that vitality and that energy as we're going through the month of January, especially this first week of January. The Knight of Discs can represent the time of August. It's definitely a Leo Virgo energy. It's going to be an intense energy, a go-getter. This Knight of Discs actually has the only horse of its kind that's actually with all 4 legs on the ground. So this is going to be bringing out that earthly harvest. So maybe we're going to be seeing the influence of somebody that is that Leo Virgo that's going to be helping us materialize this energy. Maybe this is representing a time frame of when you might be seeing the efforts, or maybe it's the influence of what has happened this past August that is finally taking root and really showing you at the first of the year that this is your path forward, and to keep going, to reevaluate and see the lessons that you have come forward and what wisdom you've gained in your spiritual journey. So with this Ace of Discs, let's see the ground that we are all walking on. It is all about the intuition of the priestess. She is the moon. She is the ability to see beyond herself. She can find the intuition of nature and allow that to guide her in her own inner compass. So being able to see your environment like the crocodile is definitely going to be helping us gain the inner sight so that we can harness these 2 attributes that are coming forward. The spiritual side of how we want to live in our, hopefully in our heart and our love and our purpose and our truth and our light. And how to deal with the controversy that comes when society isn't always so compassionate, forgiving, and understanding to those that are trying to maybe bring about a new awareness, a new business, a new service that can help humans heal from their pain and grief. Because we all have that power to do it within ourselves. Sometimes we just need an outsider to flip and show us the perspective. Seeing this energy going forward, I really just see a lot of clear sight, a lot of clear knowing that's going to be really helping us drive the energy into the direction that we want to go forward in. Pulling the cards to the windows. We got, once again, you can see the firepower and the energy that's really going to be coming up as the energy progresses into 2022. This energy isn't feeling necessarily like we might be feeling this at the end of the week, but I think we could be feeling this energy towards the end of the month. I think we're going to be really getting that inspiration to go forward. So find yourself in a place of gentleness, because the Knight of Cups is saying that there is an emotional resolution for you to know how to go forward. Take that moment to pause, because in that moment of ponder and rest and meditation and inward reflection, we will find the emotional resolution that we seek. The Knight of Cups is definitely offering up a reality that maybe feels a little flighty, a little emotional, a little unstable right now. You know, is your belief conflicting with everyone else's naysaying or impression of what you can and cannot do? You might just feel like everything is unstable. The stability is occurring. The fire that you need in order to get to the next chapter in your life will be occurring with the Ace of Wands. That's going to be an outside passion with your passion. It's going to be a really huge spark and that fire to really combust. So if you feel like you're like, all right, well, that's great, I have these ideas, I just don't know how the fuck I'm going to get it all done. Well, the firepower that you're looking to kind of get out any false dogmatic belief systems, or, you know, get the help that you need to fulfill those orders that you're trying to launch on your website, whatever it may be, there is going to be outside inspiration to help with the reconstruction of how you're going to go forward to deliver the service, product, idea, desire, dream, whatever it is that you want to bring forward. This is a huge chapter of closing and opening. It's definitely, the universe is the micro and macro aspect of collaboration. It's seeing how your purpose can cohesively work within the collective experience. The collective consciousness is looking to motivate our individual aspirations and life purpose to live in a way that's going to be honoring the age of Aquarius. It's going to be something that has not been done before within our historical lifetime. You know, there are mythologies and fantasies, there are people that can channel amazing messages, but not everyone necessarily believes that there is a new paradigm, a new conscious capitalism that is going to be coming into play. And that is okay. But if you can already see by looking around in the environment, in your workplace and culture and social movements, the world is changing regardless of that belief system. So whether or not you're on the train or off the train, or you're teeter-tottering on the train, you're going to be able to find the emotional resolution to figure out what the fuck you want to do on this damn fucking train called life. So with that being said, this card is saying that this is your choice. That train ride, you can stay, you could sleep through it, you can look out the window, you can get off and take a break and get back on after the platform. Bottom line is, the choice is yours to know when to act, know when to sleep, know when to sit, know when to dare, when to speak, when to think, when to just keep your mouth shut when someone's speaking to you and their ignorance is just so blatant that there is nothing that you can say or do that will change their way. That is a huge lesson of the Fortune card. These are huge, huge cards. We have the Chariot, we have the Tower, we have the Priestess, the Universe, and Fortune. These are major players. These are players that are not motivating your day-to-day activities. These are the players that are moving the course of your destiny. These are the players that are going to shake up life so that you can get closer to where your heart will feel the most joy in life. To find the beauty around us, we have to find it in the little glimpses. And when we find those little glimpses, we add them up, and eventually it becomes everyday experience that we can find the beauty even in the most awful times. So this Fortune card is saying that it can't always suck. So even if you feel like, oh great, the Tower card is coming, no, the Tower card is coming to clear the way of anything that is hindering your ability to move forward in the inspiration and passion of your purpose. The Wheel of Fortune is here to say that it is time for the energy to flip. You have the ability to regenerate and direct how you want to recreate the vision forward. The Eight of Discs and the Seven of Cups. Interesting pairing here. Once again, we're dealing with the emotional aspect of the crocodile and its ability to have its patience in lying into wait, and its ability to work on land as well as water. So we're going to be taking this concept of 8 and 7, endings and beginnings. We need to let the past be in the past, let go of the abuse, the manipulation, the debauchery. Anything is the indulgence, the gluttony, the addictions, the escapism. This is a card that is all about what we do when we don't want to deal with our emotions. Do we go run to the gym? Do we run? Are we running to something? Are we running from something? Even if it's not a drug, it doesn't mean that it can't be addictive or an escapism. Netflix, television, social media, scrolling, selfies, anything in excess can be an addiction. So take a look at what your escapism is, because that's going to be part of the aspect of what needs to really kind of be purified, really cleanse those toxins out of your system, get rid of that sugar, put down the can of fluff, it's definitely time to step up our diet and be able to really see how we need to go forward, because the seeds that we're planting now will be the harvest that we're reaping in August, September, October of 2022. This is indicating of this time. So this is definitely telling me that what we're striving for is going to really be taking root in August of 2022. So keep picking away at it, keep trucking along, keep checking off the list, because it will be getting you to where you need to go. The attitude on how you choose to maintain this waiting game as you're slowly peeling back the layers, planting the seeds, figuring out where you're going to move, where you're going to open your business, if you're going to create a family with another child, expand your family, whatever it is, get married, whatever the seeds that you're doing through this period that you're planting for 2022, this is going to be very critical to how you choose to deal with stepping beyond those restrictions. The choice is yours. The Devil card is all about Capricorn. So however we choose to step forward and step in these moments of patience and waiting, really will determine how we're going to receive the resistance or the fluidity and flow of our pathway. This defeat card on this Seven of Cups, this is just telling me that we have to develop a thick skin. So whatever is occurring, you're going to get that success. But don't be fooled that you're going to get your end result and not have something else to learn. That's what everyone thinks, that it's all going to come to fruition. Everything is fairy tale, idyllic. It's just great. No, actually, there's always going to be a hater out there, and that's part of ignoring ignorance, is understanding not everyone is going to agree with what you have to say, and some might adamantly say that you're lying, that you're evil words, whatever you want. And we have to understand that that has something to do with them and how they feel about themselves, and how your actions are a mirror to their reality. Not everything is about you. It could just be about them, and you are just part of their lesson on their journey. So thank them, show them that you're not where they are, thank God. Have compassion that they are in a time of struggling, and develop that callus, that thick skin that's going to be able for you to shrug it off and know that that's not going to change who you are and what you are. You are better than succumbing down to that lower energy. So as you're going forward, the other word of warning is be careful who you share your information to. Not everyone is going to be excited for you. They could be seething with jealous and envy. They could be fuming with it like green ooey goose. So make sure that you can truly trust your intuition and your senses about who is around you, who is supporting you, who really has your back. The Five of Swords is warning that make sure that there are mental manipulations or busybodies are in the background. The Seven of Cups is saying make sure that you're not allowing influences or outside influences to allow you to escape from the day-to-day responsibilities that are going to be helping you plant your seeds. Because if you spend more days partying and escaping than working, your harvest is going to be substantially smaller. So right now the power is up to you and how you choose to go forward. The last card is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a brilliant card for the aspect that it is the coming together of the methodology, the philosophy. It's clear lines, boundaries, conversations. It is being able to have that collective aspect. 2022 does add up to 6. That is a 6th year that we will be experiencing. So science and 6 is about that Mercury aspect within Aquarius. We are definitely in a process of a Mercury shadow right now, pre-shadow I should say. About to go into Mercury retrograde. So this is definitely indicating that we're going to get the clarity and the boundaries and the directions that we need probably in February. So just sit tight, have faith that you're going to get the clarity. The energy is going to all come together. It's going to point inwards. You're going to be able to radiate your light outwards. Just know that as you're going through your patience and your trials, the grief, the routines, find the beauty in life, be able to see beyond the horizon of your dreams, because those dreams might be limiting you from greater dreams that are waiting for you in 2022. I appreciate y'all joining me for a Mystic Monday this evening. I look forward to seeing and speaking with the energies for next Monday. Have a great, great evening. Namaste.